really believe in their own lies. They believe that what they are saying is true. So they can tell you, hey, you caught them stealing, and they can tell you it's not true. I'm not stealing. I'm stealing because you made me to steal. Yes, it's not true. You did not see me. They believe that what they are saying is true. So they can. Okay, thank you. And so they make you feel like their lies are true. Okay. Number four, to manipulate your emotions. Narcissist people, or people, they are most dangerous. They are very dangerous in manipulating people. They can manipulate your emotion. They know how to make you doubt yourself. There are some people that will make you doubt yourself. Okay, you are a good person, you see that they are abusing you, but they will make you doubt yourself. And number five, because it's always work. People that do evil to other people, they repeat the same thing. Maybe they were in a relationship, they were very evil. Now they are repeating the same thing with you because they know that when they did that with other people, it works. Okay, it worked. So they will do the same thing with you. Exactly. So these people can be in church. Narcissist people can be in church. Please keep tapping on the screen, share the live. Thank you. Narcissist people are in church. They are everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. So pay attention to this kind of people. Today we are talking about abuse in African homes and how healing can feel lonely. Okay, so stay with me. Now, abuse in African home, um, some people, some of us, we did not survive just abuse. In many African homes, when abuse is going on, you are not just told to survive it, you are also told to keep quiet. They silence you. They tell you not to speak out. They tell you not to tell anybody. They tell you that if you speak out about your pain, you will bring shame to the family, you know. And so many times, what we call discipline or respect of family issues is sometimes actually pain we were never asked to talk about. You get me? I don't know where you come from, but what I've come to know is in many African homes, even if you are in an abusive marriage or abusive relationship or in your family, good evening, ladies. Please tap on the screen, share the live. I want us to be real because these things are really happening. I remember there was a lady that was sharing a story. Her parents brought her from Africa to Europe and they were abusing her as in because they think we brought you to Europe in your old age. First of all, you have to pay us the money back because we brought you to Europe. And also, when the lady got married, they said you can't marry until your husband that is coming to marry you pay for the money that we paid for you to come to Europe, to your own child. I mean, everybody has the right, I believe, to bring their own child to Europe. It's not like you are a child that they are bringing you to Europe. You are an adult. But the funny thing is how they went about it. Now, they were saying that the girl cannot marry because before she gets married, the man has to pay for the bride price, not only the bride price, but he has to also pay for the money they spent on bringing her to Europe. Please, it's going to be interesting. So I need you to tap on the screen, okay? And I'm not going to take much of your time. So in many African homes, what we call discipline, what we call respect or family matter. One thing that I hate is when they say the adult is always right. No, adults are right, definitely, but it is not always. So, because they say that adults are always right, even when somebody is being sexually abused, emotional abused by an adult, they can't talk about it. If you say it, we have taken the same behavior to church. So people are being abused in church, people are being abused in many, family homes, and nobody can talk about it in your marriage because, oh, your husband is older than you, so you can't say that he's a liar, but he's abusing you. Okay. Be honest, but not disrespectful to your culture. We have to be honest, but not disrespectful to our culture. Speak truth with balance. You understand what I mean? Let's talk about silence culture. What happens in the home stays in the home. Some people says what happens in the home stays with the home. So I've heard stories of grandparents sexually abusing their grandchildren, and it is real. A father sexually abusing her daughter. They are manipulating their children financially. And they say that what happens in the home stays in the home. A man is physically punching the wife. And they are saying that what happens in the home stays in the home. He is cheating on you. He is killing you emotionally. The statement is stop. Thank you very much. And they are saying what happens here stays in the home. Nobody needs to hear about it. Silence culture. So people are dying in silence. People are angry in silence. People are traumatized in silence. And then when they move from silence culture, they go to normalization of abuse. I remember when I was sexually abused, not even just the family, the community were angry with me because why would you come and share the story that a pastor wanted to, or somebody from your home wanted to abuse you? You need to keep quiet about it. You don't have to report to nobody. They use that to control people. Thank you. I was 12 years old, and this man wanted to have his way with me, and I reported it. Some of the family members called me witch. They, called me names, and these were Christians like myself. They protected the adults than me, the child. Because why? The adults in their brain, the adults is always right. They tell you, oh, who would want to marry you if you share your, that's right, of being SAD. So silence culture. You don't have to share your story because if you share your story that you have been abused, if you share your story that this person sexually abused me, if you share your story, who will marry you? Nobody will want you. You will demonize our family, and people are keeping quiet, and fathers are abusing their children, grandparents are abusing their children, mothers are molesting, a lot of things happening. I use myself as a testimony. I was called a witch by one of my aunties, my cousin's mom. She said, I told her, greet my cousin for me. She was like, why should I? Don't you ever tell me to greet your, when you see me pass the other way. It was bad, but these are the things that happen. Silence culture. What happens stays in the home. And nobody gets help from anywhere. Everybody is silent about it, and people are dying. There is another one, normalization of abuse, emotional, verbal, sometimes physical, seen as training. So yes, the Bible says don't spare the rod, but you can't, abuse. There is a way of discipline and there is a way of an abuse, especially when it comes to verbal abuse. Thank you. When you tell your children things, you tell your partner things, you tell your wife things. I remember I had a couple, when they fight, they were Christians, they were ministers. They couldn't control themselves. That when they like have arguments, they will use their private part to insult them. It doesn't matter where children are there. They forget themselves. The man will say horrible things. Horrible things. They will say horrible things to themselves. Normalization of abuse, and you have to be okay with it. You have to be used with it. And then we move to respect over well-being. Children, women told to endure instead of speaking out. Please keep tapping on the screen, keep sharing. You are in a home, because you are not working, you are taking care of the children. The man can talk to you anyhow. I mean, some women are abusive too. Don't leave that aside. But majority are women suffering. Your husband will slap you. He can go out and come in anytime he wants. insult you with your body, you just gave birth, or maybe, you gain some weight. No, 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 no. You need to speak out. And they will tell you, keep it. No, you can't go and tell the pastor. You can't go and share with the man of God that your husband is doing that. You'll be disgracing your husband's reputation. You can't go and share that your wife is doing this to you. You'll be disgracing your reputation. Keep quiet. Don't speak out. You are a woman. You need to keep quiet and sit down. Why would you go and share that your husband is abusing you? Is he not giving you money? Is he not buying you food? Is he not taking care of you? But he abused you verbally. You don't know who you are anymore. Christ said, I have made you like my own image. I have made you like my own image. You don't even recognize yourself anymore because of the verbal abuse that you've been receiving every day. You don't know who you are anymore because you have to put respect over well-being. I heard some woman sharing a story. She said she caught the husband sleeping with somebody. And he didn't say anything about it because when he said it, they said, you are the wife. You have to keep quiet. You have to pray for him. Pray for him. You don't have to, just prayer. You can't do anything, prayer. And then eventually he caught him sleeping with her sister. And she still stayed there. And she was dying inside. Imagine. Yes, you have to pray. Prayer is necessary, but you have to do also the necessity. Take him to the elders. They need to pin them down. There is an uncle in the house abusing children. And they are telling you to keep quiet because if you go and share it, you'll be disgracing the family. Oh, it has become a generational thing. Your uncle may not be the only one doing it. It is something that is there. You need to stand and say, no, I stop it. I break it. It must stop here. We need to uproot this form of abuse, this barbaric behavior. And then they put spiritual bypassing. Just pray about it instead of addressing the harm. No, as you are praying, you are addressing it. You need to put them in their place. An uncle that is in the house, a big brother that is in the house, a grandfather, an auntie, whoever that is moving in the house, looking for the young girls in the house. The enemy enter into their spirit man. And now they are looking for the young people in the house to touch their, front side, back side. And it is everybody have taken it to normal. Oh, yeah. It's because the way you are dressing in the house. Have you heard stories of grandfathers abusing their grandchildren? And because you have faith or whatever, they use that to cover it up. Oh, we can't say it. No, you need to speak out. Abuse in African communities. Don't hide it. Because when you hide it, you are multiplying the evil. You need to, I said, as you are praying about it, you are handling it physically. You need to shame the devil. You need to shame that spirit. Because it's a spirit that is moving around looking for people to abuse. Some of you have gone through this. You have never shared it with anybody. And you have buried that spirit, but the spirit is at work. So it can come around your home looking for other people in your home to. No, you need to shame it through prayer and through shaming it physically, speaking out, rejecting it. Don't say that okay, I know that I can change this man. I know that I can change this woman. No. You can take them to the river, but you cannot force them to drink. So as you are reporting them, you are also praying. Fear over shame. Family protecting image over healing. It is time to go for many people were not just hurt to. They were taught to accept their hurt. You have been taught to accept your pain. You have been taught to accept the trauma that you've gone through. So family are protecting the image instead of healing. Because they are thinking, who are you? I mean, I have been also abused before. I'm here. Who are you to say you want to be healed? We need to endure this together. We need to go through this pain together. Now you want to set boundaries. Family members will start seeing you as this one thinks they have arrived, you know. This one thinks they have arrived. Who are you? Even grandma was abused. She's still here. No, setting boundaries shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't come with a wave of guilt or fear that you are letting people down. Please, do you hear me? You set boundaries with abusive people in your family. It shouldn't feel like you are letting people down. But for some reason, it will feel like that, but it shouldn't be like that. Every time you say no, every time you express what you need, every time you refuse to tolerate something that drains you, that familiar guilt creeps in. I'm coming. You shouldn't feel guilty to set boundaries for your children, for your own life, for your life. You shouldn't feel guilty. When you are setting boundaries and you feel guilty, guilt has a way of making you question everything. You'll be saying, oh, now they will see me as black sheep of the family. Maybe I should keep quiet and endure the abuse. Maybe, I should be like everyone here. And now you are responsible of how others are feeling. The Bible says God has given you power. Power. You need to use that power to say, I am not going to allow nobody to abuse me. I am not going to allow this evil to repeat in my family. I am going to stand and set boundaries. It has happened to one child, it will not happen to the other ones. We are going to stand and create boundaries. We will not meet their expectations. What they've been doing is breaking you. No, I am not going to stay here and die and leave my children. I am going to rise and say no more. No more of the abuse. No more of the pain. Okay? Now, I said, why healing feels lonely? When you have been abused and you are going through your healing, you decide, finally, you decide to break the silence. That is where another battle begins. When you have been abused sexually, emotionally, verbally, mentally, you have endured the pain, you have kept quiet, and then boom, there is a power that comes within you, and you're like, no, I want to break that silence. That is when another battle begins. You start seeing what others still normalize. Now you are not laughing at what hurt you anymore. You are serious about it. Number two, people misunderstand your boundaries. Yes, they can call you disrespectful. You have changed. You are too much. Oh, now you don't want to come to family meetings. You want to do what you want. Yes, you are creating boundaries. Boundary doesn't mean being disrespectful. Boundaries means I'm not going to accept what has been happening to me. You outgrow certain relationships. Not everyone is ready to heal with you. Not everyone is ready to heal with you. You have to know that. Okay. Not everyone is ready to heal with you. Just 2 minutes and I'm done. Yeah, just 2 minutes. Okay, come. There you go. Not everybody is ready to heal with. It's okay, Mom. It's okay. Shh. Not everybody is ready to heal with you. Number 4, you remember that you will grieve and grow at the same time because you are letting go of people, patterns. You are letting go of people and patterns. You understand? Shh. Wow. Okay. You are letting go of people, patterns, and versions. Go to the room. And versions of yourself. And versions of yourself. People of God, today I'm just going to do 30 minutes because Lady Deborah is here and she's going to. So we will continue next time, next week, by the grace of God, when Daddy is around. But thank you for joining. And remember to speak out, say speak out. Remember to speak out and break the silence of abuse. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Zoom family. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.